And I think she sees that now. She sees very strongly. She was trying to make herself fit into his mold and be this person, but she had to, the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, move on from that. So the Queen of Cups, now whoever comes into her life, she knows what she wants, and what she wants she's going to embrace. She's done waiting. I see very powerful energy, almost like a lioness. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Healy. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to be doing this. I'm doing a couples update on two couples. Well, one of them is an alleged couple. They haven't revealed anything yet publicly, but because there's so much buzz and I've been asked by so many people to do it, I will be doing it. Second one is Tom and Raquel from Vanderpump Rules. Okay, so today's the finale. I want to do an update about what's going to happen moving forward, Raquel, her situation, and so forth. So please stay tuned. I do have timestamps. YouTube was removing my timestamps. I'm not sure why. So I will try my best to put up timestamps. If you're a member, you get to watch this first. So just letting you know. And yeah, let's get into it. So I pulled up some cards about Matty, Healy and Taylor Swift, and I got like three things. I got drinking wine, playing guitar, and cigarettes. Does he smoke? I don't know much about him. I do Soul Cycle, okay, which is like spinning, and sometimes they play songs from 1975. It's the only thing I know about 1975. Though that's one song, Better If We Made It. I really like that song actually. I really like it. And there's another one that I really like, but I feel like they're very talented. Obviously, I love Taylor Swift's music. I say this a lot, and I did predict a lot of what would happen. Something that I said that I predicted was that Taylor Swift would, moving forward, be with someone, the next person she's with, who I believe is a bit older than Joe, a little older than her, she will end up with. I said they're going to move very quickly and people are not going to like it. Go back to my videos. I will have cards up in the video, but I definitely picked up that they're going to move very quickly. She's going to be, and I think she's at the age that she knows, you know when you're in your 20s, and there's nothing wrong with being in your 20s, but honestly, a lot of people think I'm in my 20s because I look young, but, and I just say whatever, because I don't really like people to be like, oh my god, because I'm 34 and I don't like to talk about my age because people get shocked that I look so young. But the reason why I wouldn't want to be in my 20s is because I really did not know that much about life. It was fun. I don't regret my 20s. One thing I do regret is being with one person as long as I was with him, but other than that, I have no regrets about my 20s, and it was necessary. But something about being in your 20s and your 30s, you see like a shift. There's a shift in energy, and I've been talking about this recently quite a lot, is that now I used to like to be liked. I used to have a huge issue with being liked and being like a people pleaser. Not necessarily that much because I'm from New York and I was in New York. In New York, if you like to be liked, it will eat you up alive. And that's what I learned. Like, I cannot please everybody. But now that I'm older, in my 30s, I just don't have that need to please people, Like if I meet somebody that I don't like, we don't have to be close. We don't have to, I think in your 20s, you force things. But when you become your 30s and you've grown, you've evolved, you lose you lose forcing things to work out. So that's why when you meet somebody, especially now I'm dating again, like I'll meet guys that I don't even go on dates with. They ask me out and I'm just like, I can already see it's not a match. But if I were younger, if I were in my 20s, I would go. And I would have had to learn that I don't like that about somebody, you know? But I think in your 30s, you already know, you know? Which saves me time. So, I think if she were, and I'm saying this very loudly for all the people that are questioning her motives, trust her enough to know she knows what she wants. Her energy is very clear, especially after being in a 6-year relationship that seemed vague. You know, I get the energy that Joe is very vague, very ambiguous. Now she knows what she wants. So with Queen of Wands, wow, powerful energy. The Wheel and Four of Cups. What did I say? I didn't even look at the card. I just picked up the energy. She has learned through what she's gone through. And it was meant to happen. I have said this before, that I strongly feel like her and Joe, it was meant to happen so that she could see that she likes Queen of Wands. She likes action. She likes, and you know, I was saying this, Pisces as friends, like I have a lot of Pisces girlfriends, like friends that are girls, and it's so cool. They're so compassionate. But in relationships, I cannot be with a Pisces. And I see similar energy here. Aquarius and Sagittarius. She's Sagittarius. I'm Sun in Aquarius. I only say that so that I can explain to you why I relate. I relate because, and I have to look at his chart. I'm going to do a reading on just him. I need to look at Matt Healy's chart. But he seems like air energy. I get air energy off of him. But water signs and fire signs are not a good match. Water signs and air signs are not a good match. Because she's action oriented. She's all about action. But water signs, unless they have earth or fire in their chart, it's going to mostly be about feelings. And it's just completely different, you know? I think she was trying to make herself fit into his mold, but it just wasn't working. And I think she sees that now. She sees very strongly. She was trying to make herself fit into his mold and be this person, but she had to, the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, move on from that. So the Queen of Cups, now whoever comes into her life, she knows what she wants, and what she wants she's going to embrace. She's done waiting. I see very powerful energy, almost like a lioness. Yeah, but I think he's like a Gemini. He has strong, this Matt guy has strong Gemini energy. But yeah, he wants something with her. And he's very direct. And he's very, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool and the Devil. He's very direct. But let me tell you something. I see what some fans are concerned about with him. I do. I see what some fans are concerned about, because he's a Casanova. Three of Pentacles, he wants to build with her, but she's not gonna fall for it. She's not into this as much as he is. And she won't be, because there's a darkness about him. I want to do a reading on just him soon. But yeah, there's a darkness about him that she doesn't like. She's a very light, easygoing person, you know? And she doesn't, he's gonna reveal something about himself she doesn't like. And she's gonna move on from that. So they're not really going to be together. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Tom and Raquel. So this is from Vanderpump Rules, Scandal, as they call it, the Scandal or Scandals. I'm recording this the day of the big finale, Wednesday. I forgot the date today. It's the middle of May. And yeah, I think it's the 15th today. Wow, can't believe next June. But you know, it does actually feel this year is going by the way I feel like it's ought to, not like some other years. Last year flew by. Oh my gosh, last year and the year before flew by too. So let's see. I want to see what the future is for men. You know, I'm starting a podcast. I'm gonna break a lot of this down finally. I'm finally starting my Bravo podcast. I've been wanting to do it for a year and a half. But I honestly, I'll get into where I started. So when I started, I'll let you all know that you can subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff. So let's see. Tom and Raquel. I also want to find out where the hell Raquel is. Okay, wow. So people have been asking, they're like, why is this Tom Sandoval thing so juicy? And it's just like, if you've watched Vanderpump Rules, I've watched since the first. I stopped watching season 6 and 7. Other than that, I've watched every season. Something about Sheena and Stassi annoyed me, so I stopped watching season 6. And when they did that to that Faith girl, that's when I stopped watching. But I've watched from day one because I was always a Real Housewives fan. And if you have watched from the beginning, you understand that this is like mind-blowing. But you know, in LA, there's a lot of people like this. I met some people that were just fake betrayers. I met the biggest betrayers in my life in living in LA. But it taught me, I'm glad I lived in LA because it showed me how selfish people can be and how entitled and how much people can use you. And it really, like, I put my guard up a lot, but it helped me see real life, you know? See, like, the reality of not everybody is a good person. I used to believe everybody's a good person. But in LA, I learned not everybody's a good person. And not from a jaded space. I don't want to say I'm jaded. Just from I don't have to get along with everybody. Because some people don't mean well for me. And it's okay. They don't have to, but I don't have to deal with them. You know, it's very freeing in a way. So, with Tom and Raquel, I strongly feel like their relationship is not going to last. In the next 2-3 years, and I did say this before when I did my live, I did a live on them, I pictured that they're going to go through certain issues. Publicly, he's going to distance himself from her. If you don't watch Vanderpump Rules, I highly recommend watching it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. But the thing about Vanderpump Rules is that it's just like such trash TV, you know, but it can also teach us a lot about certain signs, personalities. And something that I noticed about Sun and Cancer, particularly the men, they have a sense of codependency. They usually move on from one relationship to the next, and that relationship that they're in reminds me, I've had 3 stalkers. 2 of them I know to be Cancers, 1 of them I suspect is a Cancer. And when they met me, they were like obsessed. 1 of them was in a relationship actually, and it's weird that he was stalking me. It was so weird, the whole situation. But anyways, the 2 guys that were Cancers that used to stalk me, they were like, you are the person I want to be with, and blah 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 blah. It's very similar to how Tom Sandoval is painting it out about Raquel, and I did with Ariana. Like they tend to have very, I'm not saying all Sun and Cancer men are sociopaths, but lines of boundaries in relationships are not that defined. And it can kind of make them seem, I don't know, it's very dangerous territory to be in, being in a relationship with them, because, and Tom Cruise, I just remember Tom Cruise's son is in Cancer. Wow. Because I got very similar energy from Tom Cruise, and his name's Tom too, funny, and Tom Sandoval. Somebody said stay away from people named Tom, and I just had an experience, 2 experiences with guys named Tom who I don't want to speak bad about them in case they're watching. But anyways, so Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, 6 of Crystals. So crystals in this deck is traditionally pentacles. So right now, she is trying to launch something. I think she's being drained of money. Somehow, her parents are giving her money because she doesn't have any money right now. She wants to launch something. I see her designing furniture or doing something with design that her parents are going to fund. I'd be so interested. I want to do this on my podcast. I want to do like a breakdown. I'm so excited to start this because I love talking about people. A breakdown of her personality and how she became the way she became. People fascinate me like that. And I'm so interested to see how people can become like that. The Wheel of Fortune, she's starting to see that she feels like this was all meant to happen. And I really think, LA, I met so many people with deep issues. A lot of people that want to become famous badly, they have a lot of deep issues that they want to cover up by becoming fixated on fame, on drugs, on alcohol, on something that is other than themselves, So with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, wow. Okay, so Tom is going to start to isolate himself from her because now it's not going in his favor. But she's going to try to prove to him that they're meant to be together. Then it's going to go dismal. Absolutely dismal. Absolutely dismal. And he's going to move on to somebody else. But because I don't think he has the courage to break up with people, he's gonna do what he did to Ariana, to Raquel. Then they'll say that they're friends, it's amicable, they've moved on, because publicly they don't want to admit that the world is right. The Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, and 7 of Swords. So she's going to try to fight for this relationship, and then once it's done, it will be done. 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords, yeah. She's going to try to fight for it, but it's already over. It's not a real relationship. It's not real. It's not authentic. It's just they found each other in the worst possible way. And these kind of relationships don't survive. So that's what I have for you all. I love what you have to say. Please comment. Please like the video if you liked it. And please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.